Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're embarking on a really fascinating journey. We're looking into something so fundamental it shapes, well, pretty much everything, often without us even noticing. We're
hmm
talking about science, not just, the word from school, but the huge, always changing human effort that underlies almost everything.
It really does.
We've got a great set of sources here that dig into what it is, why it's so vital, and even, peek into its future.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
Okay, let's unpack this. What is science, really, beyond the textbook definition?
Exactly. That's our mission today, isn't it? To get past those simple definitions and really explore what makes science tick, its purpose, its crucial role in our daily lives, and the amazing paths it's opening up for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I think we'll see it as, well, humanity's best, most organized way of figuring things out, of reaching for the truth.
I like that phrase, an organized way of reaching the truth. It sounds powerful, and it's not just something modern, is it?
No, not at all.
Science is really the result of centuries, maybe millennia, of human curiosity, human effort. Think about ancient people charting stars or early thinkers trying to understand nature.
Absolutely. It's a long, continuous story.
It's all part of this quest. But, okay, for someone wanting to really get the core idea, what's the simplest but still deep definition we can give?
Well, fundamentally, science is about knowledge. It's the systematic way we try to understand the natural world, the social world too, actually. And it uses a specific method.
A method, like steps.
Sort of. It involves careful observation, setting up experiments, testing ideas, hypotheses really rigorously, and importantly, sharing results for others to check. Peer review.
Okay.
That's how we move from just guessing or believing something towards actually understanding it based on evidence.
Can you give an example, like how that works?
Sure. Think about diseases. For ages, people thought illnesses were caused by, I don't know, angry gods or bad smells, the miasma theory.
I've heard of that.
It took ages and careful work by people like John Snow figuring out cholera wasn't airborne, or Louis Pasteur showing tiny germs were responsible.
Right.
That's science.
Yeah.
Systematically using observation and experiment to replace wrong ideas with ones that fit the evidence.
So it's about replacing belief with evidence. That makes sense.
Replacing darkness with light, you could say, but light based on proof.
That really highlights how science isn't static. It's always checking itself, refining.
Yeah.
Okay, but beyond this process of discovery, what's the bigger purpose? Is it just about making useful stuff, making life easier, or is there something more driving it?
Oh, definitely aiming higher than just useful gadgets, although those are great outcomes.
Right.
The sources really stress that science's true purpose is much bigger. It's about enabling us, humans, to figure out the universe's mysteries, to tackle our biggest problems, and through that understanding, to improve life, quality of life.
For everyone.
Ideally, yes, for everyone. What's fascinating here is how this purpose pushes us to explore things that seem purely theoretical at first, like quantum mechanics or, how the universe began, stuff that doesn't seem immediately practical.
Right, abstract stuff.
But that deep understanding often ends up being the foundation for huge breakthroughs later on, things we couldn't even predict. Think about Einstein and EMC squared. It seemed totally abstract then.
But it unlocked understanding energy itself. Wow.
Yep, exactly. That fundamental knowledge is the engine.
That foundational understanding. Okay, yeah, that's the engine. And here's where it gets really interesting. Because this isn't just abstract theory, right? It hits home. It affects you, listening right now, your everyday life.
Totally.
Why is science actually necessary? I mean, just pause for a second. Think about your day from the moment you woke up.
It's kind of mind-blowing when you stop and think. Almost everything you interact with, big or small, is thanks to science in some way.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Okay, well, your smartphone. That little thing is packed with breakthroughs in physics, material science, computer engineering.
Okay, yeah, complex.
The electricity in your walls. Basic physics understanding, the internet, information theory, networking, the car or bus you might take, thermodynamics, engineering, and obviously medicines, biology, chemistry, pharmacy.
When you list it like that?
It's literally everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not exaggerating to say science basically built the modern world we live in. It took us out of, well, ignorance and darkness into knowledge and light.
It really makes you stop and think. Imagine trying to live without all that. It's almost impossible to picture. But our sources try.
Yeah, what do they say?
They say without science, we wouldn't just lack conveniences. We'd be stuck in a world of like scarcity, superstition, constant suffering.
Hmm.
Diseases we barely think about now would be rampant killers. Traveling anywhere would take weeks, months, maybe be too dangerous, and our average lifespan probably still under 40, like it was for most of history.
It's true. Just picture waking up without an alarm, no electric light, no way to instantly message someone or check the news online.
Or even basic stuff like clean water or knowing a small cut won't kill you because we have antibiotics.
Exactly. No antibiotics. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's not just comfort, it's how we even see reality.
What do you mean?
Well, without astronomy, we might still think the Earth is the center of everything, a tiny little universe instead of this huge cosmos we know we're in.
Right, just a speck.
Or without geology, we wouldn't understand earthquakes or volcanoes. We might still think they're, I don't know, gods being angry instead of natural processes we can sometimes predict.
So science fundamentally changes our whole worldview. It gives us power to understand, predict, sometimes even control things a bit.
Precisely. It empowers us.
That's a really powerful idea, reshaping our worldview. And it shows science isn't just about the practical stuff, but about expanding our minds too. Okay, so given how massive this is, all the different problems it tackles, it makes sense it's not just one big subject called science.
Definitely not.
To understand it better, it helps to look at its branches, right? How it's organized.
Exactly. It's a huge system. Our sources mention 5 key branches that help break it down, though they all connect.
Okay, what are they?
First up, you've got physics. This is the big one. Studying matter,
Yeah.
energy, the basic forces, how things move, the fundamental rules of the universe.
Like gravity and stuff?
Yeah, gravity, quantum mechanics, relativity. Physics looks at the incredibly huge, like cosmology, and incredibly tiny, like subatomic particles. They're even searching for a theory of everything to tie it all together.
Wow. Okay, what's next?
Then there's chemistry. This is all about matter too, but more its structure, how it changes, how atoms and molecules interact and combine.
So like mixing chemicals.
Sometimes, yeah.
Mm.
But it's also the chemistry happening in a leaf during photosynthesis, or how they design new medicines or materials like plastics that can heal themselves. It's everywhere.
Right, materials. Okay.
Then moving to life, we have biology, the study of living things.
Right.
Everything from tiny microbes to whole ecosystems, how life started, how it evolved, how it works.
Like genetics.
Exactly. Genetics is huge right now, especially with things like CRISPR technology, allowing scientists to actually edit genes. Huge potential for diseases.
Yeah, I've heard about that. Amazing. Okay, what else?
Closer to home, there's earth sciences. This is about our planet. Its rocks, its oceans, its atmosphere, weather, earthquakes, climate, the environment.
Super important right now with climate change.
Absolutely critical. Understanding climate change, predicting natural disasters, managing resources, that's all earth science. They build these incredibly complex models to try and figure out what's happening.
Okay, one more.
And finally, looking outwards, there's astronomy, studying stars, planets, galaxies, the whole vast universe beyond Earth.
The really big picture stuff.
Yep. It uses physics and other sciences to explore where the universe came from, searching for planets around other stars, trying to understand mysterious things like dark matter and dark energy. They recently detected gravitational waves.
Oh yeah, ripples in space-time.
Exactly. A whole
Yeah.
new way to see the universe. So together, these branches, physics, chemistry, biology, earth science, astronomy, they weave together. It makes science this vast, powerful, interconnected system.
It really is incredible how they link up. Each piece revealing something different, but adding to the whole picture. Okay, so that's what science has done and is doing. But let's look ahead.
The future.
Yeah. Imagine, what if we look 50 years into the future? Science clearly isn't finished changing our world. Feels like it's just warming up in some ways.
I agree. And the sources paint a pretty mind-bending picture of what might be coming. A world that could be completely different.
Like how? What kind of things?
Well, we might actually have colonies on Mars. Not just visits, but people living there, maybe using local resources to survive.
Living on Mars. Wow.
Medicine could leap forward so much that diseases we currently fear, certain cancers, Alzheimer's maybe, could become things we can cure or even prevent altogether.
Think.
Gene therapy, personalized medicine based on your DNA, maybe even growing replacement organs.
That would change everything for so many people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And back on Earth, self-driving cars could be everywhere, super safe, run by advanced AI. That changes cities, how we live.
No more traffic jams.
Maybe. And robots. Not just in factories, but in our homes, helping with chores, maybe elder care, complex tasks,
Robots at home.
and maybe the biggest one,
Mm-hmm.
renewable energy. Imagine super efficient solar, wind, maybe even fusion power finally cracked, providing clean, basically free energy for the whole planet.
Free, clean energy. That's almost utopian. It tackles so many problems at once.
It really does. That's the potential.
It really underscores the incredible problem-solving power science has. The sources seem pretty confident that in the next few decades, science won't just meet our current needs, it'll tackle problems we can barely even imagine today.
Yeah.
Things we think are just impossible now, maybe resource scarcity, cleaning up the environment properly, dealing with aging. Science might just unlock completely new ways to fix them.
That's the hope. It's this constant process, isn't it? Solve one thing, uncover new questions, drive more innovation. It's relentless. Human curiosity plus this method.
Yeah.
It pushes us towards these futures that sound like sci-fi now.
Yeah, futures built on research happening right now. So what does this all mean when you wrap it all up?
In the end, I think you have to say that science really is like a beacon of light for humanity. It gives us the power, the tools to understand the universe.
From the tiniest particle to the biggest galaxy.
Exactly. And it leads us towards, hopefully, a better tomorrow. Always solving problems, revealing possibilities we never thought existed.
Yeah.
And it does that by demanding evidence, by questioning everything, by being open. Yeah. Those are good principles for life, not just labs.
That's a great way to frame it. It's more than just knowledge. It's a way of being, almost. Our sources finish with this strong call, basically saying we should embrace science, really push research forward, invest in it.
For the future generations.
Exactly. To build that bright future, it's not just about sitting back and waiting for the cool inventions. It's about actively supporting the whole process. And that leaves us with a final thought for you, the listener. Think about a problem today that seems completely unsolvable. Maybe it's creating true artificial intelligence that's safe and beneficial. Maybe it's traveling between stars. Maybe it's actually reversing the aging process. Big challenges.
Huge. Pick one. Now, imagine science does solve it in the next 50 years. Which one might it be? And just think, how would that single breakthrough change absolutely everything?